Alrighty. Right. And we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Make sure everything's good to go. Yeah. All right, looks good to go to me. Looks good. Good. Let's see here. Why? Cool. Right. Really? Fucking thing, dude. All right. What's going on, Warner? Been silent for a couple of days. Well, I know you're in the middle of moving. Desire UK PMI has been released higher than expected. Brought long opportunity for GU and GJ. Nice. Filipina Trader, good morning. Welcome back, guys. Let me know if everything's good to go on your end. I'm just going to hop on into it. This is my last day in Arkansas. So I'll be back in my home setup tomorrow. But the show must go on, so we will continue. So taking a look at news today, as Desire pointed out, we had PMI for the pounds overnight that caused some nice volatility with the pounds, and we'll kind of look at that in a little bit. But what we have today, we have CAD CPI at 8:30 in the morning, and but yeah, so something to keep an eye on if you're trading CAD. US dollar, 9:45 in the morning, we have flash versus PMI. Existing home sales at 10. So a couple different news events, but I mean, nothing that I'd expect the market to wait on. So unless it's CAD, maybe CAD, but that's it. So if you're trading oil, I haven't even looked at what the hell oil's doing, but if you're trading oil, if you're trading CAD, maybe it waits until the news event, who knows. But something to keep an eye on. Hopping on into the Dixie. Looking at the daily. So what I'm thinking here is, I mean, we'll just have to see, because I initially wanted to see price action start pushing below this, I guess, 103.7 area, and start filtering back down, and then we maybe continue back higher. But I mean, looking just at the daily, I don't know. I'm not too sure that I'm going to get that, because what I'm seeing here is we had a break below these lows, then we had a push higher, and then we had a retest of this breakout here a couple times, and now we also reclaimed this trend line here. That's the trend line back from the beginning of the bullish run. And then if you look at current price action, came back down to retest this, and now we're potentially pushing bullish here. So not sure. I mean, if you just look at strictly technicals, because I want to get my bias out of my head, because I want to see a sell-off in the Dixie. But I mean, just I can't ignore the fact that it's holding some nice support in this 103.8 area to potentially, push higher. But we are consolidating here, so not much, really not much to factor in here. So what I consider for a directional bias for the Dixie, once we either break below 103.8 or we break above, let's say 104.2, then we're out of the consolidation and we're going to pick a bias for the day. So right now we're just stuck in this consolidation, so we'll see which way we decide to break, and then I'll play that directional bias. Otherwise, if we consolidate today, then we'll be on our own with everything else, so we'll see. But so what I'm looking at for the Dixie, moving on to the equities, looking at the S&P. So you had these lows, around 40.50, and then the S&P just broke below, and we're now sitting right on top of the lows here, right like at the lows. So it's going to be an interesting spot here. Really, just it's the line in the sand, the make or break for the S&P here. Do we hold these lows, and do we continue higher, break through these highs? That would require the Dixie more or less to be weak, or did we break these lows, retest just to continue on down? So don't really know yet. Again, it's kind of just consolidating at lows here. If you were to ask me, hey, bias at, aside, what do you think is going to happen? Well, I think that, what I'd expect is to get something like this for the equities, bias aside. But again, I'm not going to anticipate that, because we could easily, break through these highs, and then we can rally on through this price action here. So I'm just going to wait to see and let markets confirm, and then I'll wait for some type of retest to take the position, because DIX is consolidating, doesn't really have a direction yet. The S&P is consolidating at these lows, so it didn't pick a direction yet. So just going to wait. Very, very similar price action to the NASDAQ. If you look at these lows, NASDAQ just broke through those lows as well, came back above, and we're now retesting. So again, we're going to have to wait to see what happens, right? I mean, did we break these lows to then continue lower, or did we break these lows to grab liquidity, retest again, and then continue higher back through this trend line here? So again, I'm not really too 100% sure on what we're going to get, especially because the DIX is consolidating. There's no clear direction, so just going to wait. Do we confirm these the lows break, retest, and run, or do we, again, same thing as S&P, break through, retest, and run higher? So we'll see. And then something interesting to keep an eye on, and we'll see what happens, is the Dow. The Dow didn't break these lows. Dow's actually still creating a higher low here. So we'll see what happens. If you look at the 4 hour, 4 hours been putting in this nice trend line with these ascending lows, putting us back at November, and we're now sitting on top of that trend line here. So going to keep an eye on, do we have similar price action back, in mid-January, where we break these lows and then continue higher? It would be breaking these lows to then continue higher. So do we have something like that, or do we actually confirm a breakthrough with the rest of the equities, retest that break, and then we have a pretty clean room to the downside? So as far as trading the equities today, on the short side, I'll be probably trading the Dow, and then on the long side, I'll probably be trading NASDAQ or S&P. They look very, very similar, so we'll see. Actually, S&P sells might look a little better. We'll see. I don't know. We'll just see what the equities give us, because one could be a laggard. So I'm going to just keep an eye on the directional bias there. Looking at gold. Gold on the daily, we left a very, very, very small upper wick, and we just started to dump. Keep an eye on this whole area here. It's been a pretty strong rejection point for gold in the past, right? Just a few days ago, before this breakout here in December, rejection in here, and rejection in here. So it's been a very strong area to keep an eye on. So that's what we're heading into now. Looking at the 4 hour. 4 hours been putting in these temporary highs here. So we've been creating these lower highs, and we're starting to round out here. And it looks like it just wants to accelerate to the downside. But again, this area on the higher time frames, big area of rejection. And looking at like the 1 hour, we're already potentially coming into that rejection zone here. So, I mean, gold, not really sure. It's just been really, really ugly. And it hasn't been, like, it's just been a grind to the downside. A grind, and that's not what I'm looking to trade. So, not sure I'll have any trades on gold today. Not now. I mean, I'm not going to be trading gold today. There's a lot more cleaner, a lot cleaner of, a lot cleaner. I don't know. I'm not grammatically correct. A lot cleaner of place out there than a lot cleaner. Help me out here.
Bro, it's cleaner.
It's clear.
Cleaner. Yeah. There are cleaner plays out there today.
There are cleaner plays out there today. Thanks. Oh man. Yeah, so not today. Oil just hanging out. Probably going to wait till CAD CPI is what I'd assume, but we'll see. Again, there are a lot cleaner plays out there, so yeah, it's just stuck in the middle of a nasty range. I mean, if you look at the 4 hour chart, you know, we've been in this consolidation. Here, but now we're like directly almost in the middle of it. So I don't really have a directional bias on it. Not very clean, so going to leave that one alone as well. I don't want to force any trades there. And yeah, Warner, I mean, I'll take a look at the Widowmaker for you. I don't trade that just shit because, I mean, I don't know if I told you this or someone this, or someone this a while ago, because someone's long nat gas, and I said that's just absolutely stupid to be long nat gas right now. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just broken, right? And it's just bearish engulfing last week to continue lower. I mean, this thing's gone back down to like 150, dude. So, yeah, no, I mean, yeah. Pound yen finally breaking out of its range here, given that we had the news event. Nice daily range that we're starting to break out. So let's hop on the lower time frames to see. That was a weekly range, but looks the same. Daily range here. Finally, so we had this resistance, and we're not breaking through. Looking to fill some of previous support up in the 164, 165 range here. So let's take a look at the lower time frame, see if we can get a play on the pound today. Yeah, it's just one of those plays that, like, look, I mean, it's already gone without me. The only play for me is if we come back down to give us a retest or something, because I'm not buying up here. There's no clear stop loss, so if we can come down here, find support, then I'll look for a buy with stops below that support here. So that's the only idea I have for pound yen today. Not really looking to buy into this momentum here because it's not clean. Just there's nowhere to put my stops. So and then, you know, if I can get a pullback and I can get a buy entry, I'll just look for a run back up towards like highs or something. So we'll see what happens there. I guess I'll just add an alert and just let it go. Pound USD, I'd assume is looking pretty similar. Yeah, so breaking out here actually has somewhat of a head and shoulders here. So this could actually be really clean if we can get a pullback to retest this neckline and then continue higher back up towards these highs. So pound USD is looking pretty clean. Taking a look at the 1 hour. I mean, for me, I'd have to see again some type of retest here around 1.20600. towards the VWAP area, and then I'll look for buys after we find support for a pushback higher. And this is the neckline of a potential, of a inverted head and shoulders here, so it should hold pretty well. And usually you get a retest the neckline, so that's going to be a good idea for me. One of my probably favorite ideas today is going to be buys on pound USD. So that would mean then potentially we get sells in the dollar. So we'll see. But going to keep an eye on that. Pound AUD, this thing's starting to rocket out of here. But it's been in a nasty, nasty range. I haven't been looking at it. But if you look at the 4-hour, we're now coming up into the third retest of these descending highs. So something to keep an eye on. But you're also selling into this nasty, this nasty chop, this nasty range. So not really interested. Not going to trade pound AUD. And I don't really want to buy it like the other pounds, because if you buy on the retest, you're also then buying into this trend line here. So not a huge fan there. Euro JPY in an ugly range. Not interested. AUD JPY. Yeah, not very clean. AUD USD just hopping down the bunny trail here. Actually, it's just I actually like these. Shit, I don't know, man. It's just, this is tough because we're like right at that rejection point here where you see these rejection wicks. So we're not really out of the woods yet, but you do have a potential head and shoulders here, and if you consider this a break, even though it's just a wick, this could be a retest and dump. So we'll just keep an eye on it to see what happens, because we are still heading into a pretty strong rejection zone here. But if we get AU shorts, then we'll get dollar strength. But I'm not really sure about this one though, because we do have these pretty strong lows that were put in, and we had a break below, close back above. So could be interesting to see what happens with AU as we start approaching these lows at, let's say, 68,600 area. And if we can find some support for some longs, I'll consider that. But again, I mean, if you look at the lower time frames here, it's still not super clean buying into it. So I'll add an alert and just watch it, and we'll see. But it's not one of my favorites. New Zealand USD. A lot of daily rejection wicks here, so I'm not going to be selling this until we can break through this area here. It's just nasty rejection. But we do have very clean price action looking left for buys through these highs. So if we were to, let's look at the lower time frames. If we were to start breaking through these highs, then I'd consider some longs, because at that point then, we're breaking through, well, wherever we want to draw this fucking thing, somewhere. Regardless, we're breaking through these highs. And so I'll look for something like this for New Zealand USD, and that'll then give us potentially a weak dollar. So I'm seeing that if after analyzing AU, GU, New Zealand USD, it seems like we could potentially get a weak dollar. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Euro USD, let's see if that same idea confirms. All right, so looking at the overall move here, I mean, so it's definitely something to keep in mind that we are breaking through this trend line here. So it's something to keep in mind. But I'm not going to, play my entire bias off that, just keeping that in mind there. But we are looking at the daily chart. And if you take a look at the lows that we had put in. Market broke below, closed back above pretty strong, but we're now back at retesting these lows here. So the fact that we're now pushing back below this liquidity area, let's hop on down the lower time frames to see. If I were to look for longs, I really did not want to see price come below this red line here. It's the area where we had put in the lows, and since we had grabbed liquidity here and closed back above, I didn't really want to see it come back down into this liquidity grab here. But we'll see what happens. If we can close, if price on if the hourly chart, I do like the fact that we're retesting this area right here and finding some support. That does look nice to me. So if Euro USD can break through these highs, give us some type of retest, and then I'll look for buys to run back up. That actually looks pretty decent now looking at the 1 hour. 1 hour has a pretty decent setup here. So I'll be looking for Euro USD, something like this, and that's probably going to be one of the top plays today. I actually really like this setup here. So I'll just add alert starts pushing higher here. USD CAD. Yeah, sells look really so. I think the dollar, after analyzing, sometimes the Dixie doesn't really give you much of a thesis, but once you start analyzing the pairs, it kind of shows that what's in store, and you're seeing a lot of resistance, a lot of rejection in this whole area here, and this daily big rejection wick of these highs to now potentially flipping bearish. Very clean price action looking left to the downside. Yeah, I mean, I really like this play here for sells. But we would have to see something like, I would have to see something like this, an actual break below and retest, because there's just too many rejection. Too much rejection here, too much support being found here. Looking at the 1 hour, it's just too strong of a support area for me to actually want to sell into. So, and we have CAD news in an hour, so I don't really want to trade into that. So maybe after CAD news, who knows what we'll get. But very clean idea to the downside if CAD news gives us some type of entry, but not going to be trading CAD an hour ahead of the CPI. Not a chance. USD JPY. Pushing into this previous area that we've seen just a lot of rejection in the past. So it's going to be a tough one trying to trade in this zone here. Nothing too clean really for me that I like. I mean, I wouldn't be comfortable playing pound or USD JPY unless we break through this area here, because it's a big area of rejection on the daily chart. It's not very clean with price action here at all. There's no clear directional bias, so just gonna watch pound. I keep saying pound, UJ, and see if we can get a break out of this nasty range here. New Zealand CAD, no. Euro GBP just took a fucking dump through these lows because of the pound news. So, I mean, shit, if I can get some type of like retracement for sells, I'd like the sells here. Let me look at the fibs, see where the 50% would be. I probably want to see a little higher towards the VWAP, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep an eye on Euro GBP for sells if we can get a retracement. But good morning, Onyx. Welcome back. Yeah, but that's about everything for me. Going to be definitely a waiting game today. But what are you thinking, Pablo?
I don't know. No, so I have alerts on both ranges of Dixie, so seeing where it goes.
Yeah.
Um, I want to say my favorite plays right now that I'm looking at are going to be GU and EU. EU, I'm just looking for some sells.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we had the huge move during London with the news event. Um, I'm looking at the 5 minute chart on GU.
On GU.
GU, yeah, my bad. I don't know if I
Not
said
EU.
GU or E. GU, I'm looking at
GU.
the
Okay.
five. Yeah, I'm looking at the 5 minute chart. It's just a lot of room to the downside where it come in and refill that area. So kind of where you're looking to buy, I'm looking for sales into that area.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at price to close below that those these little lows are where it's at right there. Yeah. Retest and I would enter on a retest and then TP around that area.
Yeah.
I'm looking at exactly around at 50% of the range, which is right about the same area that you're looking at
Yeah. Right.
to enter. Yeah. So I'm looking on some sales for that. And I have an alert right below. I'll probably enter uh once we get a break below. And then I'm looking at Euro. Right now looking at Euro on the 5 minute chart. It's in this little range. Let me see how big this range is. That's 15 pips, and it's been bouncing up and down, just waiting for Dixie to do something. So I would like to see buys on Euro. I would like Dixie to sell off, but I'm not gonna marry any bias. I'm just gonna waiting on it. Um, if we get displacement to the downside, I'd say we can get some sells. We already have like yeah, we already bottom out finding support at this area. So if we are able to break the support on Euro to the downside, I think we can do a break and retest, look for some sells. And if we're able to run the 5 minute highs, kind of where like the point of control is in your chart, I'd be looking for some buys. Um, and ideally, I would be looking for the buys to run yesterday's highs around 1.07. And if we're looking for the lows to break, I think we run all the lows to 1.062-ish. Yeah,
Yeah.
right around. Yeah. So just waiting for it to get out of this range right now. Ideally, I would like to see some buys,
Yeah. So it's
but I
interesting that
have
you're looking for
alerts.
buys on EU and sells for GU.
Yeah, well, it's just that GU sell was so it just it's an overextended move and it needs to come
Right.
down lower. Now the sales on GU aren't like huge, like
Right.
it's not a significant move, but I just feel like this move just needs to be corrected a little bit before we continue moving up some.
Yep.
Um, so I mean, if we start selling on GU, then most likely EU will sell as well.
Right. Right.
Um, so I'll probably end up taking sales on both,
Yeah. I hear
but
you.
I'm just
Yeah.
waiting on that. Yeah. And then I'm looking at NASDAQ. Um, I'm not entirely sure what we're doing right now. I'm just gonna sit on my hands and let it play out. But I would like some buys. We ran the lows. I would like to see those lows as a liquidity grab. I have an alert above these 5 minute highs. If we're able to break above those highs, maybe close above VWAP, I would like to enter on a retest to continue moving up. That obviously probably won't be a trade idea until the open.
Yeah.
But I'm just have my eyes on it. So right now I'm really just focused on some Forex.
Yep.
Seeing what that's gonna do.
Yep. So just looks like it's going to be a waiting game.
Yeah.
Dude, I just got so tripped up because I looked at my laptop time. It says 7:38. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, freaking no, it's 6:38. It really just confused me for a second. It's just yeah, no, this thing.
Oh, because it's early over there.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was like, because
That
my
kind of
phone and
sucks.
my laptop are two separate times. I'm like, what is going on right now? I forgot I never changed my laptop time. I thought it would have changed automatically, but I guess not.
Yeah, I would imagine it would change automatically too.
Actually, it's help. I'll probably just leave it on. Even if I ended up coming here for a little bit, I'll just leave it on freaking Eastern just so I know, because I don't want to get used to this time zone. Oh man, nothing like Dunkin' coffee to make me shit myself in the morning. Shit. Not what did I just say, Dunkin'? I meant I don't know what I said, but I meant
You said
McDonald's.
something.
Fucking Dunkin'. I meant McDonald's. As
Um,
Dunkin's a luxury
Actually,
here, huh?
looking at GJ, I could probably get behind the same bias as GU.
Yeah, for
After
sure.
that big move to the upside, I feel like it's just running out of steam.
Yeah.
So if we get a nice displacement lower, I'll entertain the idea of sales.
Yep.
Um, let's see. Yeah, it's just you can just see like the weakness in the candles. Um, yeah, maybe if we close below 162, 800 or 162, 850, I'd be looking for some sales. But it will have to be like obvious displacement. It can't be like some bullshit.
I'm with you because dude, I've done this way too many times where just I'd sell and it rips through me.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'd wait for that as well. That's what I'll
yeah,
keep an eye on that as well.
yeah. I just put an alert out. Um, yeah, so I have like alerts just sitting on my charts right now,
Yeah,
just
same.
waiting, see what it's gonna do.
Oh man.
There's no news events today, right? Just CAD.
Yeah, I mean pretty much. 9:45 and
9:45.
9:45. But I won't. I mean, yeah. See, old me would be just randomly selling it now. New me is like, all right, let's see if we can get something like this.
Yeah. And then if you start selling it now, it's just going higher, you just
Oh,
average up.
that's what I'm saying, dude. That's every time I try to sell into the rips, dude, it just like goes right through me. So I'm like, yep, nope, I don't do that anymore. Oh shit. It requires a lot of patience and discipline to try to sell moves like this. You gotta wait for that actual change in
Yeah.
structure. Yep, just got alerts set. Man. Alrighty, let's see. Fuck.
Man.
Yep.
Boring, man.
Yep.
I feel like even on days that are boring, sometimes you just have like news events at 8:30, and you're just like, okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna wait for
Right.
it.
No, yeah, we don't even have one, right? So it's just like.
I like that. That makes sense.
Yeah. Year. Pretty clean range.
Yeah.
Watching those lows. Did it. Yeah. Oh man.
Euro's pushing higher.
Euro is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Give us a play. Yeah, I'm liking
Honestly,
these longs
but
because I like the Dixie sells. And I like I like the equities longs. So
yeah,
if I can get these like Euro USD buys, it'd be great.
I like it too. You have like a fell swing, break to the upside, retest, continue moving higher.
Right. Yeah. All right. Let me go look at Euro USD. Where are you at? Oh yeah, dude. I think it could be really good.
Oh, like this is hourly close bullish.
Yeah.
But when that happens,
Yeah. I'm watching that as well.
and I see Dixie close below this lows, or like this big wick.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what I'm looking for. Actually, I'll put on there right here.
Oh man.
It's pushing.
Yeah. Euro GBP setting up nice too. Ugh.
What?
Just waiting.
See, I would have liked to see this last 15-minute close bullish before we retested.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was looking for as well.
Um,
Oh, man.
Thinking, do I want to take this?
Dude, I don't know, man. Me taking this, I'm like, nah, I'm just looking for a trade. Oh my god, it's just I can't get with anything today. All the market's just consolidating. Oh shit. I like the 5 minute retest, but
Yeah,
I just have a problem with all this shit. And the Dixie's still in the range. So I'm like,
yeah. So that I was waiting for Dixie to do something.
right. So I'm like, well, I mean, maybe just sits here and consolidates. So I'm just be watching. Oh, shit. Hang on, my fucking mic just shit out on me. I mean, not my mic, my fucking... Oh, you shitting me. I don't even know which speakers they are. Let's see. Asus? Maybe that's it. Say something. Fuck. Fucking dick. Not that. Oh, let's try that. Try again. Fuck! Motherfucker. Oh, I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. Say something. Ha! Got it. Yeah, baby. Okay. Are you taking anything?
No,
No.
I don't like the close. I wanted to see a strong bullish close, but and Dixie's still in that range.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking anything.
Yep.
Um it's actually really annoying.
It is really annoying. Yes, it is. Oh, man. Yep. Yep. Dixie's still consolidating. Equities are still consolidating. Pound yen's breaking out. Pound USD ain't doing shit. Yep.
Ooh, it is. I just feel like there's somebody still buying up here though. You
Where?
know, like in pound yen,
Yeah, dude. Who?
like
Right.
somebody's buying this right now. They're
Who the?
like, it's
That's what I'm
legit.
saying, dude. Who the fuck is buying this? Is like pushing this up. Stupid. It's just stupid. Ugh. Oh shit. Yep. Mm. Yep. I feel like today's gonna be another no trading day.
Yeah, I'll be on for a little bit, so
Yeah.
I might trade some equities at the open, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Just gonna have to watch that 9:45, the 10 o'clock news. Because
Ah, fuck, that's
if you're trading
right.
equities, the 10 o'clock news will fuck with
I
it
keep
too.
forgetting about that.
So you got 9:45 and 10. That's why I was saying, I was like, yeah, I was going to trade equities too, but I was like, well, I ain't trading in front of that shit. So,
Yeah,
oh my god.
bro, Dixie has been in this range
Yeah.
like all of yesterday and today. Like, move, do
Right.
something.
Yeah. Good job, Desire. I mean, there's just yeah. Uh, good. I mean, it's good. It's a good thing if you pick up one thing. I'm glad you're picking that up because I mean, if you don't have an edge and you don't wait for your setup, then you'll end up getting chopped around.
Yeah,
Definitely, patience pays. Oh man. Mm.
but I ordered some Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, dude. See, I would have done the same thing, but because I'm an hour earlier, then didn't fucking open.
Oh, that's right.
What time they normally open? Like 6 or
I think so.
yeah, right, 6. So yeah, that's when I start trading because I trade at 6 o'clock here, not 7. So fuck. And their delivery, that's weird as shit. So Chick-fil-A opens at 6, but the delivery doesn't open till 8 here. So I couldn't even get delivery until 8 if I wanted.
Yeah, That's dumb.
It's weird as shit.
Yeah. Let's use DoorDash.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
Let's see. Get some Chick-fil-A. Wow, wait for pan to dry.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Waiting for the sunrise. Oh man. What's up, kid?
Hmm.
All right, guys. Gonna just, I'm just gonna hop off the stream and just stay on the charts because there's nothing really going on right now. So just pound USD is breaking out. So so dollars just hanging out in the range still. So we'll see. It might start pushing down, but it'll be a play that's later on. I feel like sitting here watching me try. But thanks for hopping on, guys. And yeah, I'll be back on my home sub tomorrow. So have a good rest of your day.
See you, bro.